Having us.
This is an honor, and I will say this before we get into it. We're gonna have you play 2 songs. Then I'm gonna pop in. We're gonna do like a little Q&A. They've got some questions that I've got for you as well. Then we'll wrap it up with your final song. Thank you, and I'm impressed. I just wanted to say this: your fan following is ginormous. You guys have a loyal fan base. I can always tell when a fan really gives it all to their fans, and when they don't. You got them coming out of the woodwork. So
homemade fan T-shirt.
There you go.
That's unofficial merch.
Yeah. We're gonna have to report.
Also
that.
like the word
unofficial.
I like the word ginormous. That's very
ginormous. And Houston, of course. I didn't realize the fan base was that big. I know that we, started banging that song out, and it was history from there. So I know you guys are excited. Are you ready for our first 2 songs? Yeah. Give it up.
Okay, ready?
Shoulders for someone who loves, make a race for the universe. Star Wars with anonymous brothers. Trip, switch, make a wish on the count of 3. Press a button on my book VIP. 7 seconds is a day trip. Give my love in a digital virus. Trip, switch. What we do when the power's up? Do we do when the lights go? What we do when the power's up? Do we do when the lights go? Down, 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 stratospheric numbers, information I've been creating. Give me yours and give me all the others. Switch. What we do when the power's up? Do we do when the lights go? What we do when the power's up? Do we do when the lights go? Down, 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 down,
Give me a second, I have to tune because this guitar is awful.
it's so bad.
You think, right, being like a professional touring rock band, that you'd be able to afford guitars. There you go.
Okay. That was a choice note for a live set, for a music set, sorry about that. Very loud. You guys alright? Yeah. Not blasting your faces off, okay. Okay. We've only played this once acoustically, but it's one of our favourite tunes on the album. It's called Soda.
3, 4.
myself. It's making me so wild. Yeah. I wanna be myself. Just wanna be someone. Thank you.
Nothing but Thieves, very outstanding. You got our report for life theater. I'm trying to use my way over here without getting any feedback. I gotta ask you right out of the chute, what are some of your musical influences? There's such a, I mean, obviously you guys are stripped down, really. You're not all plugged in on a big main stage. There's such like a folkish, I guess, essence to your voice sometimes. Like, what are some of the influences from all of you guys growing up?
Just good songs, good songwriters. I mean, like, I'm a massive Tom Petty fan. I grew up listening to the Heartbreakers all my life, really. Bands like Radiohead, just people that really like focus on the song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good artists is band or artists that focus on trying to do something different. Like what we do, we never do the same thing twice because it's really boring to us. And we like bands that do that themselves, like Radiohead,
POD.
Jeff Buckley.
P.O.D. Those are my boys. P.O.D. are my boys.
We heard it on the way over here.
Yeah, I was singing along.
Yeah, we were singing along.
Yeah, but Jeff Buckley's a huge one for us. It kind of started the groundwork when we were like 18 when we first started it. So that's always been a big influence with everything.
Now, technically, you're almost a toddler band. You know, you're a baby band. You're very fresh. You've gone so far so fast. I will say that.
It wasn't fast for us.
It wasn't fast for you. For us, in the technical world, it's pretty fast. You guys have also been on the road. I mean, you've toured with, Arcade Fire. Obviously, you're on the road with A1 Nation right now. I know you guys did a Muse show. I believe it was in Belfast. It was like 80,000 people. Is that by far the biggest crowd you played to?
We've done a few Muse shows. I think they topped it in Rome.
Rome, I think.
That was like 120, 140,000.
I don't know.
I think the biggest show we ever did was in Poland, and there was a festival
yeah,
called
Was that the Woodstock Festival?
Yeah, Woodstock, right? And it's a free festival, so it's open to everyone, and it's absolute carnage. I think they have in between 500,000 to 1 million people rock up, and we were headlining the main
I mean,
stage.
do you feel this tiny with that many people around?
Yeah, especially when they're not there for you. They're just there for each other.
Yeah, but that's when you snake all those. You gotta snake all of them. They're not there for you, but now they will be yours once you're done with them.
It was really good. Yeah, we've had a good sort of relationship with Poland. It was one of the first sort of countries that sort of took us under their wing. So it's been really good to keep going back there.
I like the challenge of turning a crowd on towards you that you don't know. If we support Muse, AWOL, having 2,000 to 20,000 people that have never heard of you before, and then just giving your best live performance to kind of change their minds. I love that challenge. That's fun.
I always say that you could love a band and listen to them on the radio and listen to their CDs 1,000 times, but when you see them live, it's almost like seeing them for the first time all over again, because you really kind of see what that's all about. You could literally make a song that's been out for 20 years sound brand new. So that's a very important aspect, and you guys are phenomenal at it. Before I get to some of their questions, because I know we have one more song to go, I mean, you're far from home, for sure.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you guys, what was the first city you played in the United States? Like, what was the first U.S. city that you actually played?
New York, right?
Or
LA.
Did we play?
Maybe LA
We
first.
did.
Did we play in a pizza place in
Wait,
LA
pizza
once?
That's huge. That's a big deal.
They
It was a
didn't even
famous
give
pizza
us-
place.
Actually, wait. Foo Fighters did
Yeah,
a
Foo Fighters.
show there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Firehouse?
No.
That's in Exeter, South England.
But yeah, I thought we didn't get paid for it, which was fine. But we also didn't get any free pizza, which is that's the only reason you go to play at a pizzeria, isn't it?
We
You
owe you
hope for a
pizza. We'll
slice.
give you pizza here. Although you're
Yeah.
in Houston, you need some like good Tex-Mex and stuff like that. What was some of your expectations coming to America for the first time? Were you like excited to see this, or do you still have like a, hey, we're touring the States right now, this is what I want to see?
Yes, we still. I mean, it's hard to see stuff. Like when I was at uni, I always wanted to like do a road trip around the US, and then it's wicked that we can do it and play music, but you don't really see that much. The more and more we come back, eventually we see a bit like more and more. But
We had a day off in Austin last time we were here
We
for
That was
for Phil's birthday, and we ended up we went on Lake Austin and did some. Well, we tried to wakeboard. It was an absolute disaster.
Lake
for the three
Austin,
of us.
did you make that?
No, it's called, yeah, they're very creative with their names here. Yeah, no, it's been, I think what's nice for us is like, every different state you go to, there's something offers something completely different. We don't always have that in the UK. There's a lot of similar stuff around. So it's kind of like,
great.
Yeah, it's a bit mad for us, but we're just trying to see a little bit more of each city when we get days off, which is not, we don't get a lot of that, unfortunately.
Is there any like American pop culture you grew up knowing about that you can share with us? Like, what was the one thing that when you thought about America, like, oh, it was this?
The Red Sox. I grew up watching with my dad baseball.
Fair enough. We did win the World Series last year, but I'm just saying. Fair enough.
I haven't followed it in years, but I grew up a lot watching baseball, and my dad was obsessed with like American sports and stuff, so it's kind of a big part of our life. And then got to visit a few times with the family, so it was everything's massive, like huge, everything. So it's when you're a kid, it's just like being in Disneyland constantly. It's crazy.
That's awesome. Anybody else?
No.
So we have a lot to show you, don't we?
No, I did, you hear a lot about New York when you're a kid, and obviously on the other side, Hollywood. So to be able to go to those places is pretty cool. But we went on a New York trip with school. They were kind enough to take us there, didn't they?
Yeah.
Phil didn't feel that passionate about it, obviously.
Does Phil not got a microphone? This is outrageous.
No free pizza? Now we're not giving you a microphone, Phil. I'm sorry.
Say some words. Yeah, he learned that one recently.
Phil is the silent killer of the band. That's okay. All right, well, let me get to some of their questions. I've only got like a couple because then we got to get your other song out there. Jesse G says, where do you like to go after you play a show? What's your routine? You guys go back to the bus? You obviously don't get to do a lot of sightseeing.
We see a lot of nightlife scene.
Yeah.
A lot of bars.
Dive bars.
Dive bars.
Yeah, we like finding just like a good rock bar sometimes, but it depends, yeah. Connor's good, he's got a rest because he's got that voice thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty boring. I just like to have a tea and go to bed. Like an old woman.
Put that on a t-shirt. That's a good t-shirt. I just like to have a tea and go to bed.
He's been getting into like really shit 80s movies.
I watched Commando last night.
I just walked in and I was like, yeah, Face Off. I was like, are you serious?
Just works of art.
Yeah, there you go.
Predator 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I couldn't get through that.
All right, let's get one from Emily with 2 M's. What inspires your favorite song from this album?
What's our favourite song from this album?
From the latest album?
What inspires it?
What's our favourite song? How do you answer that?
The easy thing is to not answer it and say next. but that's just a bit rude.
It's like picking one of your kids, isn't it?
Yeah, which my mum would not say me, but
No.
I think
We should talk about
we go in and out of favouriting songs. I think off the album. A lot of it comes from what's particularly enjoyable live. I think, especially when you're touring.
A lot of it comes from how many times I hear Dom play it in his bedroom.
Yeah,
And might get bored of it that way.
I like to self-indulge. No, it's normally like we actually do have to listen to imagine the amount
He
of
produces the stuff.
Yeah, so I listen to a lot of demos and a lot of mixes and stuff. So I know the songs like worryingly inside out.
Phil, what about you?
Hey.
All right, last question from Taylor in Friendswood, Texas. What was your biggest musical inspiration growing up? I kind of snaked your question. I'm sorry about that.
Growing up, it was like Britney Spears or something. No, the first thing.
Any boy bands? Don't lie.
First thing I ever listened to was AC/DC. That really turned me onto a rock and roll. And you guys, Phil had such a great upbringing musically.
Yeah,
Phil?
Dom didn't.
No, I've got 2 older sisters that went through the whole. One of them did the whole Britpop thing, she had Blur Oasis, and then the other one went through the whole grunge phase. So honestly, it was like Nirvana was like first for me, which was pretty damn good.
Phil's our favorite now.
You should talk more.
And
You will.
Phil's gonna email all of us later with his thoughts. All right, I don't want to keep you guys from anymore. You want to hear another one from Nothing But Thieves?
Okie dokie. This is our current single. This is called Sorry. That sounds in tune.
Should we do it?
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, go.
You kill me with desire. Why me too? Then know why. So
you out to meet them. You'll get photos and the whole 9 yards. All right, you guys enjoy it? Yes. Outstanding. Outstanding. Thank you guys for being so good. Raylan, you're up.